Welcome back to the GSL. I'm Tasteless, and with me is my hetero nerd life partner, Artosis.
Hi.
And we're both pretty sad.
Yeah. We had ourselves a little cry in the 15 seconds in between my interview and
got the
right
box
now.
of Kleenex for us.
Hydra's out. Only have one non-Korean left, but have some really great players coming up still today. Choya Foyu. I really like this guy's style. He really puts a lot of thought into how he thinks, which is really important. A lot of people don't do that in Korea.
Not pretty much
or anywhere.
They think. Yeah.
Yeah, you laugf, Aces, but you know it's true.
I know what you're talking about, but
yeah.
The way that came out was kind of funny.
He's going to be going up against Czech Prime, who is one of the hardest working human beings on this planet.
No kidding. This guy can grind. Czech Prime, actually, if there was a player we could call old school in Starcraft 2 already, it would be him. He's been playing since day one of the beta. All the Koreans know he is. He was a Warcraft 3 competitive player.
And
kind
he's
of
played,
overshadowed by Moon and others, but
he may have played the most games in the world.
I
most
think so.
Legit games. I don't mean those guys that are actually spamming wins in 4 versus 4 arranged teams. I'm talking Czech has actually played so many games and tries so hard. And this is why we keep on seeing him deep into the GSL. Really hard worker, but so is Choya Foyu.
Choya Foyu. Even though his name is kind of funny when I say it. Choya Foyu, it's kind of a funny little sounding name. Choya is actually a very serious threat to Czech Prime right now. The team Foyu dominating here at the tournament thus far. In case you're wondering why, what is that, a hacky sack in his hand? No, it's actually a heating pad for his hands. The Foyu coach makes each of the players warm their hands up before they play.
Smart.
It's really smart. You actually can't play with cold hands. The map lineup will be Steppes of War, Delta Quadrant, and Zelnaga Caverns.
All right, well, Czech is not going to be happy with those maps.
No kidding.
You know, Delta Quadrant, though, we saw some amazing play by Julyzer there yesterday. Maybe he can take a page out of his book. It can be pretty hard in the early game to defend attacks on that map, as it is quite close and whatnot. Steppes of War, we've been over it like a trillion times. Seems like every Zerg has had Steppes of War. It's the Steppes of War is the Trail of Tears for our Zerg players. But then, of course, we're finishing up on Zelnaga Caverns. Should be a very interesting match, because I think, Czech is a player that he's going to be calm. He doesn't care about the maps. He doesn't care about the matchup. Doesn't care who he's playing against. This guy is a Warcraft 3 legend. He's a great player. He has so much experience that he's just going to play very well no matter what. Choya Foyu, on the other hand, he even said, I sit there, I mutter to myself to keep myself de-stressed. He's really looking into how to get a better mindset, because he defeats himself a lot of the times by getting nervous. And
nerves can play a big role in tournament matches. So there's even more than your actual game knowledge.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, in an actual tournament match, whoever makes the least mistakes will win, not whoever plays better.
I think that's a very fair statement. Again, some of you guys might not recognize Czech Prime, but that's probably because he was just overshadowed by Korean pros like Lin and Moon. This guy is indeed a Warcraft 3 legend, though.
Yeah.
And frankly, he's probably, at least in the Korean scene out here, for our GSL, probably the best player to come to StarCraft 2.
From Warcraft 3.
Yeah.
I would say unequivocally yes to that. He's been, I think, by far the most successful out of all the Warcraft 3 players. He hasn't made it as far as some random ones. Well, Macca Prime, you can actually make a really good case for Macca Prime.
Actually, no, that's true.
I forgot
you could
about
make
that.
a good case. I was thinking
not next live
but
forever.
Macca Prime was exactly a pro at War 3.
Yeah, no, he wasn't.
He was just a competitive War 3 player. So we're still safe saying that.
All right.
The countdown started. Get ready. And Artosis' computer loads last.
Oh. Why'd you tell him, Tasteless? They're going to be mad at me.
Down here in the red is
Choya Foyu.
Choya Foyu. A lot of people in the audience here supporting him today. Over here in the red, excuse me, in the blue, what is with me today? We have our Zerg player, War 3 player from before.
Czech Prime, we.
There he is. Stone-faced killer.
Looks like Protoss is going to go for one base versus two base play. We know that basically by the location of the pylon.
Oh, absolutely. If it's not in front of your natural, you're going to go up and make at least some tech buildings. Because you can't really defend a Nexus if this is up there.
Now, Zergs in general do not like Steps of War. Even though we saw E.G. Idrid win on that map, which doesn't make any sense still, we don't see Zerg players generally do well on this map because your expansion base that the Zerg's going to take, it's right here. That's so close to the starting location of the other player.
Yeah, that's quite true. It's hard to maneuver around a whole lot on the map. Zerg kind of needs some room. You got to try to run the Protoss out of force fields. You got to have enough surface area to flank stuff.
Take a look here. He's going to actually sneak the drone around.
Yeah, looks like he wants to hatchery first. Now, hatchery first on this map can be quite dangerous. We've seen it before where when Sen played, if the Protoss goes down, sees hatchery first, he can actually add a forge right now, chrono boost out some Zealots, and the odds of Czech Prime living through that, if executed correctly, is very... And, in fact, that's what's going to happen, Tasteless.
Uh-oh.
There it is.
Forge
going up.
This is not going to be a long game, most likely.
Yeah, this should be very quick. Cancels the gas, even. And the thing is, you can make that pylon on the low ground and just kind of cannon push in. Yep, there he goes. And we have seen this before. And he zerged this.
There was a build you could do that was like this in StarCraft 1.
Yeah,
I was pretty fond of, actually.
That was actually the Tasteless build in StarCraft 1.
It actually was a Tasteless build.
I know,
unlike
we're not even joking
saying.
this time.
It is. And to take a look here, he's going to send his probes with it. I don't know if Choya can actually survive this. I have not seen this rush with, probes attacking at the same time.
Yeah, you see, the cannon on the low ground is going to basically... Oh, he might even double pylon right there. That's definitely a possibility. But the cannon on the low ground is going to protect the one on the high ground, the Zealot, the probes. He can actually send these probes down once that cannon gets up.
He wants this hatchery to finish, and you know what? The Zerg, the Protoss engaged a second too soon.
Yeah.
Although, you know what? He probably would have let it finish anyways. There was an Overlord there. I take it back.
Well, Czech, he's had to cancel. He's a little bit behind right now. But Choya sending his probes back. That was actually a really good decision by Czech. There was just no way that was going to live.
You know what? Now he could. Yeah, he's just going to remake the hatchery. Czech's got good handling of this situation.
Actually, this is kind of interesting that Czech forced the double cannon cancel. Huh. I'm just trying to think about the different possibilities. If he had let the cannons go up and just kind of cannon the bottom of Czech's ramp, could have been a good move. But also what he's done here has been fine as well.
When I did this build in StarCraft 1, I actually always tried to make the pylon as close to the ramp as possible without it being spotted. So if they did cancel, I could put the Zealots here at the ramp and then block it with a cannon. And then I just go back to my base and attack while the Zerg struggles to get an expansion.
That's right.
That's right.
I remember watching many a Tasteless game where Corsairs were popped out after that build.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to StarCraft 2.
Yep, on to StarCraft 2.
We have a couple of Zealots pressuring against these few Zerglings. It's going to force Czech into making more and more Zerglings to hold it. And Czech throwing up a Roach Warren pretty quickly there.
Roach is so good against Zealots.
Yeah, but Zealots so good against Zerglings. That's why both Queens of Czech are daintily making their way down.
Queens. They move like they have arthritis when they're not on creep.
Yeah. It's hard being a Queen, Tasteless.
It's tough. Watching your little babies die.
Queen of England is probably watching GSL right now. She's like, LOL, no, it's not. Being Queen so easy.
There's going to be a 4-gate timing attack here. You play more Zerg than me, Artos. I'm not actually sure. How effective could this be? Because Czech Prime did get the second hatchery up later.
Well, here is the whole thing about it. This is actually a very specific time rush. Notice there's no gas.
Yeah, we saw this yesterday.
It's going to be very Zealot and Stalker heavy, probably no sentries. And Czech is being smart, though. He is making that spine crawler. The thing is, we're going to take a look at his unit count.
He's going to try to sack an Overlord to see what he can't find.
And losing that Overlord is actually going to send him even further behind. Oh, my.
Yeah, he's going to see the third. Well, you see the fourth. If he sees the fourth, he can absolutely confirm what's going on. He sees all 4 gates.
You know, it was good that he got to see that, but this is going to be scary for Czech. Notice he's already throwing up more spine crawlers. He needs to slow him down with these speedlings.
Yeah.
That is absolutely critical.
Do we ever see 1 sentry with this build?
Occasionally people reinforce with a couple sentries just to do funny stuff, but normally you do not see sentries.
Nice job there, keeping the Zergling alive.
Now, this is going to be a pretty fearsome rush. Normally, you want to produce Zerglings basically non-stop from 20 drones up, but this has been kind of a wonky, funky game, so he's a few more drones than that.
Wonky, funky indeed, Artosis.
Yeah, man. It's been a weird...
Is wonky actually a word?
Wonky? I don't know.
I don't know.
I think so. I use it a lot. Not only to talk to Fruit Dealer, because his name is actually Wonky.
Well, we've made it up now, guys. It's time to attack UrbanDictionary.com and make it a word.
Well, actually, this is a word I heard like a long time ago back in New Hampshire, so I don't know. It might
That's
just
enough,
be like
Artosis. There's no more time.
All right.
The battle's going to begin.
No, let's talk about that a little bit more. Notice he does have a bunch of spine crawlers. That's going to help quite a bit, and that's actually a nice move right there. He does have roaches as well to stop the Zerglings. I think he's going to actually be able to stop this rush. Czech has a very interesting amount of stuff right now, and he's not going to be happy about that. And let's see, spine crawlers can be quite bad against stalkers at times.
Yeah.
But Choya is being a little bit indecisive, doesn't know exactly what he wants to do here. And he's just attacking Speedlings surrounding the stalkers. That is huge. And basically Choya is attacking everything with the wrong unit.
Yeah.
He's attacking the roaches with the
there
zealots.
it is,
and attacking, Czech just engaged perfectly. Choya, that was almost like a blind attack move. Like, he's just like, okay, let's see if I can kill him. You need to hit the Zerglings with the Zealots.
Oh, little guy. Oh, you all right, buddy?
And you need to hit the Roaches with the Stalkers, but there was also 3 Spine Crawlers. Not sure it was even the right choice to attack there, let alone the Micro, which was non-existent.
I think it was a pretty wonky decision.
It was a wonky decision,
if not funky. For him to do
wonky is like a little bit off or something.
It's kind of like wonky, you know. Wonky
it's like you have a table that's like wiggling a little bit.
Candy bar that probably wouldn't taste very good. Or maybe like a...
I swear this is a word
sounds like
where
a brand
I come
of
from.
taffy or something. What is the word now?
Well, I thought it was a word before.
Korean viewers, you have a new word, wonky. That game was wonky.
You mean Fruit Dealer?
That's Fruit Dealer's first name is Wonky.
Yeah. But that's not where I got it from.
So you know what? It could be kind of like a fruity game.
Yeah.
Good. What if it is a word? What if I am?
I don't know. It's at least a word in New Hampshire.
Well, you know, it worked in that situation. I dig it.
All right. Cool.
Thank you. That was good. That was good. The game's going to start. Czech played that pretty well. Will Choya Foyu try to do something similar? Or will he go up for more standard play? We're going to find out here. Get ready.